spelled. It's weird because it's like backwards.
Totally.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, friends.
Good night. Oh, is it happening?
Hopefully the mic's working. Can you actually
Move the mic?
Yeah, move it just a little bit closer.
Just a little bit closer.
All right. I don't know.
I don't know either. Is anybody there? Anybody out there?
Yeah, I don't know if this is working.
Okay.
Oh,
wow. Here we go.
There's some chat.
Okay, chat
Don't
just
know
popped
what
up for
happened.
us. There was a little bit of a delay.
Holy
so
cow.
I guess hello everyone. Okay.
All right, guys.
So let's scroll down and see.
Scroll through. I'm gonna say hi, Fiber Hustle. What's up, fellas?
Well, let's see if they can hear us first. Can we get a thumbs up? Everybody's saying hi to each other. It's working.
Okay.
It's working?
All right, cool. Sweet.
Hello.
All right, we're good to go.
Oh my gosh, look at all you fine folk.
We don't know
Hi,
why
everyone.
Hi. We don't know why it says Logi in the bottom.
Right
It's
here,
weird.
we couldn't get our regular camera to work. So we had to do it through like some Logi app or something like that. So ignore this backwards eagle thing there.
I don't know if it's backwards for them.
I don't know if it's backwards either. Camera cuts your heads off. All right, heads off?
Our heads off. Yeah, so here, we're going to push it back a little bit. There.
How about now?
All right, that's better.
Okay.
All right. So.
Yay.
Hope
Hi,
you guys,
everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, you've been chatting without us for sure. That's great.
We're just going to say.
Be friends.
Yeah, we'll spend some time saying hello to y'all before we start. We'll let some people jump on in. Hello, Karen.
Wow. We have not done a live in 5 months, I think.
I thought we decided it was
8 months.
Yeah, it was January.
January.
So 10 months.
10 months. Really?
Yeah.
I love our lives. I don't know why we're not doing that.
I don't know. I'm not sure either. So, and if you see us looking kind of past you, we also have you all up on our television.
Here, I'll show you a picture. This is what our setup kind of looks like. It's a little bit bizarre.
So that we can read the chat a little bit better.
Our eyes are not as young as they used to be. So this is what we're seeing. So we're kind of looking at the TV to read the chat because it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So,
which is great.
Hey, Scott. We met Scott.
We did meet Scott. We met a lot of you folks out there. It was really awesome. Okay, so this is our Woolen Folk Rhinebeck weekend recap. We're live from Connecticut. Should we introduce ourselves? Did we do that?
No. So I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray.
And
we're Needles at the Ready.
Yeah, we're coming to you guys
from Stratford, Connecticut. Yep. And this will be the, I don't know.
Hi, Star.
This is the second time that we're doing the Rhinebeck recap kind of situation. So we have a lot of things to share with you all. We have a lot of breaking the bank, which we certainly broke the bank quite a bit. Hi, look at all these hellos.
Oh, it's Ross.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
From Twisted Ambitions Yarn. Hi, Ross.
Hi, Ross. Oh, he's got great yarn, by the way.
He does.
His process is really, really cool. If you don't follow him on Instagram, totally follow him on Instagram. It's Twisted Ambitions. And so, okay, let's just jump right into it, right? So that's why you're all here.
Yeah.
We're still on the yarny high from this last weekend. I can't believe it's been a week.
Yeah. I know.
So like what were we doing a week ago? 2:00 on Saturday, we were probably shopping.
No, we were on the hill.
We were on the hill?
Yeah, we were on the hill around this time. We probably just got done eating and then went back to the hill because we didn't shop on Saturday until 3:30.
Oh yeah.
Right before we left.
Okay. So, my gosh, look at all you people. I can't keep up with the chat. If there's Denise from Earth Tones Girl. She's lovely.
I can't.
Okay, so we were all on the hill. So we have that confirmation now. So thank you so much.
Hi, Reese Ann.
Is that our niece, Reese?
Yeah.
Where do you see that?
Your mom.
Oh, hi, my mom.
Oh,
they were doing trunk or treat today.
Oh, were they?
Okay.
She's cute.
I feel like we can get so distracted and sidetracked. So I'm going to try not to make this a 2-hour podcast because Chip doesn't like the 2-hour podcast.
Yeah, Chip.
All right. So what a week. What a weekend. It was probably one of the best times that I've had in my entire life. It really, it was so amazing to be around everybody. And I'm sure you all have been watching some of the Rhinebeck recaps from other people and seeing a lot of the pictures and stuff on Instagram. So it was obviously a really great time for us.
I don't know that words could actually put it into perspective what this weekend was.
Yeah.
Or last weekend was. It was pretty special. It was a
Mhm.
pretty special weekend. So
Yeah.
the weekend, we got to meet a lot of friends
Yeah.
and people now that we, Michael from Piece for Peace said it best, people that we now consider family. It was special. I just can't even. Let's Lord of the Rings extended
Totally.
edition.
Let's do it.
So we're going to start here. We're just going to jump into it, and
Yeah.
I'll start it off. And I'm just going to start with a somber moment, I guess. So our weekend didn't go as planned.
Right.
If you guys have followed us on Instagram, on Thursday, we had to say goodbye to our dog, Tarquin. He was 12 years old, and it happened really quickly. Our lives completely changed within a 4-hour time span.
Yeah.
He was fine. Him and I were on a walk, and something happened and he couldn't complete the walk. Ray picked us up. We came home and he just wasn't doing well. And we took him to the emergency vet and we were there for quite some time. And he had some internal bleeding and there was talk of removing part of his liver, his spleen, dialysis. And the diagnosis was that we would have maybe 2 months. So we made the decision to not have him be in pain,
Right.
Because that was something that they mentioned to us that he was in a lot of pain.
Mhm.
So fortunately we have had that conversation a lot this last year. If you followed along, he hurt his knee back in like January or February.
Yeah.
So it was just, and we had watched a fellow YouTuber who makes candles, and she shared her experience with her dog, and it really started the conversation between us. And I'm really happy we had that because we went in knowing how the other person felt and knowing that we were both on the same page. So it made that day a little bit easier.
Easier because we didn't have to have that conversation with each
Right.
other and one person saying, let's try and let's not, So yeah, that was a really rough day. We had a special moment with him.
We stayed with him.
Yeah. It was, so I don't want to harp on, we just wanted to let you all know what happened, and it leads us into what this weekend meant for us.
Yes. So that's why we're
so I didn't want to, it's not all about that. It's really and as we talk and as we go through like our weekend, you all have no idea how much interacting with all of you that we've seen, messages that we've gotten on Facebook or Instagram, how much it really meant to us. So just huge thank you so much for everything. And we, Tarquin was a part of the show, and so anyway,
and we weren't sure.
Right.
And honestly, we just weren't sure if we were going to make it. I didn't know that we could give anybody who came up to us or the people that we were staying with, if we would be able to give them our full attention. And that's really important to us, that when we're at something like this, that if I'm speaking with you, that I can focus on you and give you my full attention. I wasn't sure if that was going to be able to happen. And it really was something that we weren't sure if we were going to go. It was, a decision. We thought it was best for us to be out of the house. And so we went, and couldn't be happier that we went.
Right.
So now we're going to get rid of that sad stuff. We're going to jump into Friday. So Friday morning, Ray and I left pretty early. We left about 7:30. We drove to Ulster Park, New York, where we were staying with nine fantastic people.
Because we're 11.
Yeah. So 9 fantastic individuals who we've been Zooming with and knitting every Thursday for 2.5 years. We got there about 9:30, and we were driving up the driveway, and Michael from Piece for Peace is on the porch. And
it was like everybody came down like single file.
Well, it was a hallway, so they could only come out of the door single file.
Still, from my perspective, I didn't see the hallway piece. It was just like one of those magical moments where you're like your friends all of a sudden it's just like they're all right there, one after the other, and there were hugs, and it was so incredible to see all of these people. And we talk about our Thursday night knit night, I think pretty regularly on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. There's Michael now. Hi, Michael.
Michael. All
and
of them.
Yeah, and like, so we luckily we wanted to stop at the house first to kind of see everybody, put down our bags, and then head over to Wollenfolk, because that was the plan for Friday, was for us to go to Wollenfolk. And so we were able to do that. We put down our bags, we gave everybody hugs, we looked at the house, which the house was freaking incredible. Fantastic. It's like 9 beds.
No, it technically has 19
beds.
19 beds in 9 bedrooms and 8 baths. So it's this huge, fantastic house.
Yeah, and there was some history there. I guess it was built in like the 1800s.
There was a brothel on the 3rd floor. There was a casino in the basement.
I mean, it wasn't still there, obviously.
Right,
although, who knows? We didn't go up in the basement or in the attic, did we? Michael stayed in the attic, though.
Not me watching in a lift.
You're in a lift on the way home? Well, or to your show.
Yeah, so we got to meet everybody and hug, and all 9 of them. They're just a special light.
Okay, so Haley asked if it was haunted. So Kevin?
Yes. So I think the house was haunted. I'm not going to say, but I'm pretty sure I saw a man in the hallway with a hat on, glasses, and a sweatshirt, like a hooded sweatshirt, but nobody in the house was wearing it. So,
I mean, I don't think that they had hooded sweatshirts in the 1800s, but
we don't know what's happened since.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing all of them, each one of them just forever just hold a special place for us. Yeah. They're each just a fantastic light. It's just weird. I don't know how else to describe it. There's just so much great energy in that house this weekend.
Yeah.
So we hung out with them. We got to meet them all in person for the first time, and very briefly too. I think we were there for about 45 minutes or an hour. And then we left.
Crafting Kitty says, how creepy and seasonally appropriate. Know, totally. Seriously. Like they were dressed for the season. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so actually, I'm going to, Pamela just said, I think Tarquin chose the timing you did, so you would have the support you did. It couldn't, unfortunately, happen, but it couldn't have happened any other way. It would have been awful if we were in New York and something like this happened. So we're at peace with the way it happened. It had to happen that way. And I think we both are big believers in, things happening for a reason, and it just had to happen this way. And I spoke with Ray's mom months ago, and I said, if something like this ever happened, Ray and I would have to go for the weekend. We would have to go away that weekend because I couldn't stay in the house.
Yeah.
And it just worked out the way that it did. And it unfortunately couldn't have worked out better. That sounds weird to say, but I hope you guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
So Friday we leave the house, we go to Wollenfolk, which wasn't too bad of a drive. It was probably 20 minutes or so from
we were
our house.
Supposed to meet there at 11 o'clock. And of course, in true fashion, we got like held up with our friends because we just wanted to like chat and hang out with our friends. So we didn't get there till about 20 after 11, I think. So right away, we're like, oh my gosh, where do we go? We didn't know. But it was such a fun venue. It looked smaller than it really was.
Yeah.
There were a couple of different sections for Wollenfolk, and I don't know if I'm sure you've seen some pictures if you didn't get a chance to go. So we get in, and immediately we're trying to figure out where everybody is, and we didn't. And all the vendors were like setting up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to, like, what do we do? Can we start shopping? Do we not start shopping? Like, what happens? Luckily, pretty quickly, we see our friend Michelle from Woolens and Nosh, who is the biggest sweetheart ever. And I know we talk about Woolens and Nosh all the time, but she is such a fun person. She's so sweet. So we chatted with her for a little bit in her booth while we were just kind of like waiting for direction. Like, we didn't really know what we were doing and like where we were going to go. We knew that we were having we were going to be on the podcaster's patio. So we tried to figure out where that was. And then we turn around and we see Denise from Earth Tones Girl. And she is it was our first time meeting her, like in person. She is such a beautiful person.
She's a delight.
It was such a cool moment to meet her and to give her a hug. She's wearing a gorgeous sweater. And then that was kind of like the start of our weekend.
Yeah. That's when things like kind of,
she is pure magic. Natalie said the same thing.
She's calming. She's just a very calming presence too. So
Yeah.
it was so great to meet her, and we had a chance to chat with her the weekend beforehand about the podcaster patio. So really getting to know her a little bit then, and then getting to see her in person was super special. And
I was trying not to fangirl so hard, but inside, like, my heart's like, oh my gosh. But divine. Beautiful moment. Yeah. There were tons of beautiful moments throughout the whole entire weekend, but that was a great way to start off, I think, the weekend. And
so that's kind of how it started, and then we just kind of wandered around at Woollen Folk. And if you don't know, Woollen Folk is in Kingston. It's on the west side of the Hudson, and it is along the Hudson. What's the Hudson Brickyard?
Something Brickyards.
Yeah. So it is.
We're really bad.
I know. I should have looked this up.
You know.
But it's just a fantastic venue. Yeah. There were 60 vendors, and they're under kind of like an abandoned warehouse with I'm going to say without all the walls, right?
Hutton Brickyards.
Thank you, Karen. So it had like a metal roof, and then open on all four sides on a concrete surface. And the vendors were, I thought, spaced out incredibly well.
Yeah, the flow was really good.
Yeah, and so on the other side of the vendors, there was another like patio that you could walk up, and that's where the band was. There was a bar. There were some food vendors there, and there was some like another food vendor and a coffee vendor when you first walked in, as well as a basket. The people who sell baskets, and I believe, from what I understand, they typically sell at Rhinebeck, but they sold at Woollen Folk this year.
Yeah. There was another vendor at Rhinebeck that was selling baskets. At least I think so, because there were people walking around with them, which I wanted to get one, but we didn't make it there. But anyway, so that was...
Yeah, so we ran into so many people.
Oh my gosh, I can't even list the amount of people that we saw.
I mean, we got to meet Aquila from a Lefty Knitter podcast, and Johnny Bow, her husband,
was a magical moment.
Their daughter Hazel. Those are some amazing humans, like such a great family.
Yep.
We got to meet Chevis from Chevy Rel Stuff, who is good hugs.
She gave like good hugs. Such great hug.
We saw, of course, Kim, Kate, and Laura. We could not have gotten through the weekend without them. They are like our big sisters, and they took care of us the entire weekend. Made sure we were fed.
Yeah, they're from the Knitting Posse.
Yeah, the Knitting Posse. They are a special group of people, and I love them to pieces.
Yeah, like every time we felt like we needed something, and before we even realized it, they were there to hand us granola or water or lunch or hugs or whatever. It was just incredible.
I can't with that.
What an amazing community. I mean, like, we're so lucky to be part of this community, and I think that's the whole point of these events is you just surround yourself with like-minded people, and there was so much positive energy. At times it was a lot, there was a lot of people. But it was so it was really cool. It was the venue was Kevin rolled your eyes at me.
I guess I rolled my eyes at you a lot.
You did?
I don't know.
You probably did.
Probably.
That's how it works. It's okay. So Woollen Folk had a completely different feel. It felt like a giant party.
Yes.
It felt like a giant backyard party that was a little out of control at times. They had you had the 60 vendors in the middle, and then off of that there was a really cool, like, higher up. It's not really a patio, but it kind of looked like a balcony space, very large. There was a bar there, some tables that people can sit at. There were Adirondack chairs. So people were just content to sit on a chair and like knit, sit on the brick wall and talk to each other, have a couple of drinks. I did not have any drinks that day.
No, I didn't either.
We waited in line, and I think we got water. Guys, they sold cans of water at the bar for like $6 for 2 cans of water. Yeah. Who drinks water out of a can? Has anybody ever done that before?
I've never done that. It wasn't like a bubbly water or anything like that.
Well, it's funny. She handed it to him. Kevin's like, is this just water? We just want water.
I thought she was giving me like a hard seltzer. So I got really confused. I was like, no, I really just need
it was literally just water. Cans of water. It was
so bizarre. So let's see. So we just, you know, we spent a lot of the early part of the day saying hi to people.
Yeah. Which is one of our favorite parts to do at any of these places. And then we did our podcasters patio event. You know, I really wish we didn't have time to meet, like to watch everybody's. Yeah. So there were 3 segments, I think, right? So the first one went up about 3:00 or so. It was the Grocery Girls, Gigi made it, and then I think
Adela.
Oh, Adela had popped in
from Lolo Bean Co.
Mm-hmm. So they did a little Q&A session. I'm not quite sure what they talked about. Oh, there's Knitting Posse.
Hi,
we were
friends.
just talking about you ladies.
Love you guys.
Love you too. I was gonna say love you too. And so so we didn't hear them. And then the second group was the Knitters League. They were a bunch of wonderful ladies too. We got to meet them. We got to talk to them a little bit more also, I think, at Rhinebeck. And then we went on about 4:30,
somewhere between 4:30 and 4:45.
I think so. We had no freaking idea. Like what I was really nervous. We were talking.
I brought this with me. So I was super nervous too. And I had this with me. It's called a worry stone. And I held it in my hand the entire time. And I just like flip it around. There's a little divot in it where I could like rub my thumb in just to keep me focused.
Yeah.
So I had to use this the entire time because I was quite a bit. It's different having people in front of you.
Totally. Like eyeballs, like watching us back.
Yeah, it's such a different experience than doing this. This is kind of similar because you can see the chat, so you know people are there. It's different than recording in our office upstairs.
Right.
And so it was strange. It was so it was Ray, Denise, and I, and we just started talking.
Yeah. And I think that's and like we had a moment, the 3 of us, before we went on, and we were just kind of chatting. And I think we all felt the same way. I don't want to put words in Denise's mouth, but we all kind of felt like a little bit nervous. Like this is something different. You know, I've never spoken to a group of people this before, you know, live. And so we kind of had this moment. And then I don't know if one of us or Denise or somebody said, you know what, this is it. This is how we start. This is it. Yeah. Just this conversation. And that's really what we did.
Yeah.
You know, we broke the ice and we just started talking. We took questions from the audience, which was so cool. It was cool to look out from our perspective, besides the sun beating down at us. I think Kevin ended up with sunburn. But looking out on the grass, right, and like seeing everybody like knitting or just lounging, socializing, and then asking like, you know, being able to ask questions and be able to answer those questions real time was such a cool experience.
What a real comfort for us too was, I think our entire house was there.
Yeah.
And then Knitting Posse was there, and Kim and Jonna were there. It was just, there was a comfort in that. So it did ease some of the stress, and there were some icebreaker moments from people. So it was so fantastic. I think that it's such a, it was such a cool thing to have at one of these events. I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah.
So I think that was really special to have. I hope they continue to do that, you know, because it's interesting to hear people's perspectives on knitting or questions that you guys have. So I thought that was a really special moment there.
It was. And I think, and Aaron, you know, said he liked the messaging that we're all on the same level and it's a community. And that's exactly that's what we talked about. You know, it just organically kind of got there. And yeah, Denise, I'm so grateful that it was with you as well. I think the 3 of us, it was just a perfect,
it really was
a perfect mix. But we talked about like how, you know, it levels the playing field almost. Like we're all real people. We're all, you know, we're all just knitters at heart, or crocheters, or whatever you do. It was the sense of community this weekend was just incredible. And that's what we need, I think, more of in this world, obviously. So it was so cool. It was really, really so cool.
And I saw somebody ask about if it's going to be posted somewhere. As far as we know, it was recorded. We're still waiting to see if we're going to get that file so that we can post it up onto our YouTube channel. So hopefully we do.
Yeah.
We would love for you guys to be able to see them. I thought it was a great hour. I think we talked for about an hour, so it was really good. And then after we were done with that, we did some shopping. We still walked around. We met some people. We actually,
we got a gift. I think that was, so that broke the seal for us that night. I think. Oh no, you went shopping first, and then we got our gift.
I mean, I went shopping. I think early on in the day. I don't know.
All right,
here we go. Let's show our haul from Friday.
Oh, look, Knitting Posse's got jokes that it was short for us. It was probably about an hour.
Stop it.
Real fun.
All right, so I made.
Okay. Here we go. Breaking the bank.
Here we go. Let's talk about some of the stuff that we bought. You ready, guys?
I'm ready.
All right.
We had delicious pulled pork and what was it called?
It was pulled pork and brisket sandwiches.
Brisket sandwiches. Of course, our big sisters from the posse got them for us. So we did have a moment, thank goodness, where we can like have some food and the lines there. I do have to say, I don't think that they were prepared to have as many people, like this giant bolus of people coming in at one time. I think that they thought for Woolen Folk, I think that they thought that it would be, because it's such a 7-hour event, that people would be spread out throughout the day, but everybody kind of came at the same time.
Yeah.
And then some of the lines were pretty long.
That they were.
Yeah. But they did have that water fountain that you can fill up your water bottle from the water fountain. Did you see that? That was really cool. Me too. I want one for my house.
All right. Ready?
Okay.
So first up,
why do you have so much in front of you?
Let's not talk about stuff.
I have crinkles.
All right. So my first purchase came from Woolens and Nosh.
Yes.
So first up, I purchased her. So Woolens and Nosh is a self-striper. It's Michelle. And I just realized last night that Nosh is like eating. And Michelle used to be a baker prior to being a dyer. So that's why this makes so much sense. And I just found that out yesterday.
We're going to invite ourselves over for pie.
I will. So this is called Winter Mint. This is on her 90% superwash Targhee and 10% nylon. It is a 3-ply. We've knit with her yarn before. It's a really, really beautiful, sturdy base.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit plumper or thicker than a regular nylon. So this, she had, a swatch up. I think every color had a swatch. So it was really nice to see this knit up, and I just grabbed this.
Yeah, this is such a good base. I have a couple of pairs of socks in this. I'm actually doing a hat in this right now. I'll show it on next week. Next week's going to be our regular podcast.
And then next up, I purchased, I want to say Day Hike.
Yeah, Day Hike.
I'm pretty confident.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't have a label on it.
Yeah, it doesn't have the label on it, but I'm pretty sure this was Day Hike.
Oh,
I was
Laura,
standing in line
pie
to pay.
Is one of the most perfect
and
foods.
I saw this, and then I just had to grab it. This knits up beautifully from the the swatch that I saw.
Mm.
And then I knew Ray was going to want this, so I purchased this.
Because I've only been talking about it for like 3 weeks beforehand.
Yeah. This is Denise's collaboration with Michelle from Woolens and Nosh. This is Falling in Love.
It's such a great color.
But
so yeah,
we were fortunate enough. Denise is I can't and gifted us.
I can't either. So she gifted us each a skein plus an awesome enamel pin.
I know mine's in my bag.
Mine's not.
So it's the full skein, a mini,
Fearless sock knitter,
and the pin. So for this one that we bought, we're going to do a giveaway next week. We'll talk about it next week during the podcast. We will go ahead and give away this skein. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, join us in the next podcast. We're going to give this away, and then we have one other giveaway to celebrate our 15,000 subscriber milestone, which is huge.
Yes.
So thank you.
Oh, hi, Woolens and Nosh.
Oh,
hi,
it's like you timed that.
So that was my first purchases.
Yes, and then so I walked away. I was going to go into the booth. I see Kevin shopping. I think I was talking to Michelle and maybe somebody else, and I'm glad that Kevin went in because I wanted to buy everything.
I know.
She had some of these like icy blue stripe ones or something. So good. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to let Kevin shop. And then when he said, I'm buying things for you, I was like, okay, that's great. Then I'll stay out here. And but I couldn't not buy anything. So at the end of the night, we did stop back in and I found a kit because, I'm a sucker for kits. And this kit has a freaking Keurig pumpkin spice cup of coffee in there. So that was the sell. That sold me completely.
He didn't want the yarn or the bag. He just wanted the Keurig K-cup.
So this is a slightly modified kit, and I'll tell you in a sec. So this is by oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So Must Love Yarn and Woolens and Nosh, kind of like a collab. Sorry guys. Okay, so it came with a cool pattern for mountaintop socks. They look neat. They have some really cool texture down the leg.
Can I see
of the sock?
Please.
You see it there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see the pattern.
Yeah, I did. In here also came with a beautiful bag.
That bag's gorgeous.
Is this not gorgeous? This is by Fitzhugh. Oh, Fits You Perfectly. Isn't that fun?
That bag is stunning. Everything about those colors is perfect.
I know. We are going to have some show notes, so just be patient with us. I'll link most of the things down below. I don't know if this bag will make it down in there.
Yeah, we can get it in.
Okay, if you can do it, that'll be
sure.
Great. The inside, it's a huge bag. The inside has a pocket here. Very, very well made. So it had a bag. This is Seasons of Vermont, yarn box number 3, Gratitude. These are the oh, it's like a whole collaboration.
Oh, that's
look
awesome.
How fun. I just see kits and I buy them. So yeah, all of these all of these things are in here. And then there's a recipe which I didn't even notice for maple date bread pudding.
Oh, that's
lovely.
Awesome.
So there's other things, in here. So this is what sold me on it, of course, because this is one of my favorite things, pumpkin spice coffee. There's some soak in here.
Soak?
Orange. Yuzu.
No, yuzu.
And then there was some chocolates, which we did not open. You can see the bag is still sealed. Aloha from Hawaii. Oh my goodness. What time is it there?
It's
like 3 a.m. or something.
6 hours behind us.
No, I thought more than that.
No, I believe there's 6.
Oh, so the yarn though, I did a swap with my friend Lucy. She really loved the colors of the yarn that came in this. So we did a swap, and I ended up with All My Love sock set, which is absolutely adorable.
Those are cute.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a pair of socks, I think, for my madre. Are you watching still, Mom? Hi, Mom. A lot of you actually said, Ray, you haven't said hello to your mother in a very long time. So I'm really sorry. So hi, Mom. So that was cool. So that was the kit that I bought. That was the only thing that I bought. No, that's a lie. Never mind. I was so proud of myself for a hot second there. Damn it. I'm going to put this all in the bag.
So then our next purchase came. This was Michael's fault.
Michael from Piece for Piece Crafting.
Yeah, Michael for Piece for Piece Crafting. He's an enabler.
Most things were Michael's fault that weekend, actually.
Yeah, tell me about it. So Michael has, he talks about Beautiful Sister bags. They are one of his favorite bag maker, and they were vending at Woolen Folks. So we got a chance to head on over to their booth later in the evening, and I picked.
How dare you?
So I saw 2 bags that I couldn't say no to. So this one,
you didn't just see them. You pretty much tackled everybody out of your way because we all saw this one particular bag and wanted it. And you were so selfish and rude.
I'm not going to lie. You are correct. Nobody else was allowed to grab this bag once I saw it. So this is from Beautiful Sisters. This is a naturally, I guess.
Is that not gorgeous?
Dyed bag, right? So it has the one where you put it over your arm and you can knit with it. And you have these little things that you can fold in and make a bucket. Right? So great for like socks or a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Or then you can put this inside the handle. And now you kind of have a little basket
to knit out of.
Yep. So you could, or you could put this in.
Yep. And
right. So put this back inside. Oops. And then you could take these and you could tie it up.
It was so clever. They're so well made.
Yeah. And I just thought that it was really cool how the fabric, it has these natural leaf prints on it.
Yeah. Really, really cool. It was really cool.
And then I saw this one. I was looking for kind of like an autumny feel. And then I saw this bag. And I bet, right? Really cute, adorbs.
Really cute.
And then you get it up close and they're gnomes. Like, once I saw that they were gnomes, I couldn't say no to it.
Right. So the origami bags are not too much work. You just kind of get them where you want it. And then it'll work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Denise says she would have fought for it too.
Oh my gosh. Just beautiful colors.
Yeah.
I love them. So that was that.
I also got 2 bags because I couldn't not. I got gnomes as well. These remind me of like springtime gnomes. They're like fishing and gardening. The fabric is absolutely gorgeous. Like it's such a high quality fabric. And there's like little pockets in there as well, which is great. I'm going to bring this one with me tomorrow. So I have a second one. Tomorrow we're going to our nephew's football game. And so I'm going to be knitting at the football game tomorrow. And then I got this one. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen this one. I sometimes wonder if we live together.
Well, you know,
like
maybe you should start paying attention to me when I speak. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my hat in here for tomorrow, and I'll have this like on my.
Yeah, they're just really well made.
Yeah,
and they
super fun.
They have a lot of different styles of bags. This is just one of them, so really, really nice.
Yeah, so it's our first time having getting these beautiful sister products.
Yeah,
and they're like super nice, and it's always nice to support.
Jane, our niece has arrived. Her name is Riley.
Yeah. And did we talk about this?
No, because we haven't podcasted since she was born.
Oh, guess what?
Riley was born
October 4th, which is my parents' anniversary.
Yes. So we have seen her once. We're hoping maybe next weekend. I think next weekend's a lighter of a weekend for us that we can maybe head over there and hang out with her again.
Yeah, we were around a lot of people, so we wanted to wait a little bit before we went to go see her again.
All right. So then our last stop that evening was at La Bien-Aimée.
Yeah.
It wasn't La Bien-Aimée though. I forget what the booth's called. Is it Brooklyn General?
I think it was Brooklyn General.
Brooklyn General, who was carrying some La Bien-Aimée. Throughout the day, I met somebody who had knit.
Congrats to the Gunkles.
Who knit an Andrea Mowry shawl that had mohair in it.
Yeah.
But then our friend Brian, who we met, our friend Brian that we met had some of this yarn. And I saw it and I thought, oh, I've never worked with this. So it would be really cool. And I think it could replace mohair or like an alpaca. So this
might be a regret for me to not have.
This is a boucle, I believe is how you pronounce it. So I got 2 skeins.
It's absolutely glorious.
They are
it's merino.
200 meters and 50 grams.
Mm-hmm.
I
have never felt
it looks
anything.
Like if you can see this, there's like these twists that kind of remind me of quinoa. Like they kind of spiral.
Yeah.
So there's these little twists on it and it's really, really soft. Okay. Hi, Joe. And hi to Joe's partner.
Hi.
So I saw this and I'm going to use this in that shawl. I think it's like birds of a feather.
Color is cocoa. Kokko. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's 100% merino. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm excited to work with this. Yeah. I think it's going to go beautifully with like a gray. I actually just dyed some gray up yesterday. It's a very super tonal gray. So maybe it might go well with that. And
so Judith says go to Yarnia. So we saw
Kathleen
from Yarnia, which was so lovely to see her. Yes. And we may have made plans to go. Yeah, we did. Or at least we put it out into the universe that we would.
We did. We also saw that day our local yarn store owner.
Yes, Linda. That was from so nice.
New Haven. So that was really great to run into her as well. And then my last purchase is confetti. Just 1 skein. I'm going to make a hat.
One of our housemates got a sweaters quantity in that. I don't know what color it was.
Who did?
I'm not throwing them under the bus.
Whisper in my ear.
No. We'll talk about it afterwards. Because I can't trust you.
So this is this is ochre. I can't say it like Max.
Ochre.
Yeah. Ochre.
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron does it well too.
Ochre.
Oh wow, that was good.
Was that good?
Wow.
Or blurry.
So there we go. So that
was beautiful.
That was our. Oh, Kathleen's here.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I think that's the same Kathleen.
I don't know. I don't know her last name.
Technically, he wasn't in the house. So
who?
Whoever made the purchase.
Who said that?
Carrie.
Oh, Carrie.
She's micromanaging.
She is micromanaging me right now. Carrie, you want to join the podcast? Just kidding.
Did you know Carrie has a podcast?
Do you know? Have you ever watched her podcast?
I saw her podcast for the first time.
Carrie is the creative obsession, and we had so many fun moments. We had so many fun moments. It was so good. It was so good.
So yeah, so that was our purchases on Friday. We went back to the house, and I had brought up some lasagnas that I made Thursday. I needed to stay busy, so I cooked. I came home and I cooked. I made some sauce that I throw in some crushed tomatoes, carrots, garlic, onion, and Italian sausage, sweet Italian sausage.
Yeah.
And I put together the lasagnas Thursday night, and we brought them up, threw them in the oven, and we all sat down at the table to have dinner and just chatted. And I think Friday night we switched some gifts.
Yeah, so Friday night was great.
I'm gonna get those.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay. Friday, so Kevin and I wanted to do something for everybody at the house, but it was a little bit, there was a lot going on. So we wanted to do like a little bit of a de-stash and share some of our things with the house. So we brought like 2 big bags of yarn and some bags to give away for if anybody wanted any. And then of course wait till you see, like, some of the other people in the house gave us things made things for the house. And it's absolutely incredible. My bag. I have to get my bag.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. Look at all this stuff.
All right. So, first up,
this is going to be another giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Was our friend Lucy. Lucy, hi, Tina. So, Tina, we met Tina and her husband on Saturday, TNT Crochet Hookers. Very nice to see you. Thanks for joining. So our first thing came from our friend Lucy in the house, and Lucy, she put so much thought into these gifts.
She really does.
They were personalized for each person, like crazy good. So for us, you guys know that we've talked that we like Good Morning with Rhett and Link. So she got us the Book of Mythicality from them.
So good.
And because, Ray's been at felting. I have not. I do have some kits I haven't done it yet, but she got us some wool for felting.
What? How fun.
And
so that was sweet.
So then you don't have this one.
Right? I do.
Okay.
I have a project in it.
Our friend Carrie, who is the creative obsession, is one of the most talk about a talent. If that is the dishwasher people, can you look? I'm going to smack them.
No.
Okay. So our friend Carrie is one of the most talented people that I know because she's so good at everything. So she brought everybody in the house a gift.
She made. Oh, this is the wrong bag. Look, I grabbed the wrong freaking bag.
She made everybody this. This is one of her ice dyed bags.
Yeah.
So she ice dyed the fabric. It's stunning because it looks like some areas look like flowers, and they're all different. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they were all done at the same time.
Look how beautiful.
And then she allowed us to take one for a future giveaway. So we have this one that will be given away to somebody at a later date, maybe next week. We're giving this away next week.
Oh, next week. You guys better tune in next week.
So yeah, everybody got one. They're
divine.
Stunning.
There's a good amount of room in here. So I do have a project in here. I'll flash it real quick.
Bye, Knitting Posse.
Bye. There's pockets in there.
Yeah, pockets.
Yeah, we definitely need to hang hang out.
Yeah, Carrie's done videos on her ice dyeing. I think she's shown some before. She gave last year. I think she did some for Michelle and Leslie from Naughty Nitwits. Made them some gifts with it, but so good. So thank you. Good. And then Chip and Aaron from Fiber Hustle, those little hussies.
They are hussies. At least they will be this weekend. Or next weekend. When is Halloween?
The 29th.
Halloween's not the 29th.
Michelle, I think you can ice dye yarn. I'm not 100% sure though. I believe I've seen it.
Oh, that's a good question.
So they brought everybody in the house a little mini chip basket that Chip has made, and then a skein of yarn. The mini
chipper
that Aaron dyed. So everybody got a little bit of a different. See how nice they do things
together.
And then we got I Met Fiber Hustle Behind the Barn Progress Keeper.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Aaron is getting so
Aaron's so professional.
Aaron's so good. It's so good.
Yes.
So the bag is really cute.
Right.
It has a snap. So you can open it up and knit out of it if you wanted to. It could be like a little bowl. I don't know. You guys are so crafty.
And then last but not least, Nancy.
Look at the fabric.
Is the dyer.
Look at this whole thing.
I know. It's really cute. I love the quilting here. It's such a nice little detail. I love that it goes just straight down.
How clever.
And then last but not least, our friend Nancy, who is the dyer behind Trilogy Yarns.
This is beautiful.
Created a colorway for our Thursday night group. This is called Zoom Besties Rhinebeck 2022. So the main skein just has everything you could think of. Grays and blue and purple. There's some green in here. And then two minis, a nice gray mini and a purple mini. Hopefully it's coming out because our lights changed a bit down here.
It did change a little bit.
But so this was from Nancy, and that you could take that one.
Mm-hmm. It's on her 80-20 blend. Did you see that?
I did not. Sorry. Thank you.
It's okay. I don't think these will be in her shop.
No, those were just for
there you go. That's kind of what it is. Look how bright we are in the background. Yeah.
So I think that was a wrap on Friday, right?
That was a Friday.
All right. So let's jump into, and then we just kind of hung out. We laughed, we ate food, and just really enjoyed each other's company, and shared stories. And what was really beautiful about us hanging out is that we didn't have to stay together as a group of 11.
Right.
We kind of went off and did our own things. People went to bed at different times, so it was just really natural. It felt like we've done this 100 times before, and we were just getting together again.
Yeah.
So Saturday morning, we got up all pretty early, I would say.
We got up before 5.
We were up very early. I think you and I got up like between 4 and 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we left for Rhinebeck around 8:30, 9 o'clock. We probably got there about 9:30. Walked in, and we went towards the main barns. So if you've never been to Rhinebeck is broken up to different sets of barns. You have your main, and I think it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then there's another group of smaller, like actual barns that have vendors in it as well, and some livestock.
Sorry, Dawn. Yeah, all that stuff was just from Friday.
That was just from Friday.
We have a lot to show.
No, actually, I don't think we were too bad the other days.
Okay. Mark that down now at 48 minutes.
So then on Saturday we get there, and it was beautiful weather. It was really foggy crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
Right. So a ton of fog. It was really hard to see over one section of the Hudson. The other was just crystal clear and gorgeous. There was a little bit chill in the air. I wore my Once in Floral. You wore your So Basic sweater. Both.
We wore our Lopez sweaters on Friday. We didn't talk about that.
Right. We switched pretty early.
And this I wore every night.
I wore my
this was I lived in this thing.
Yeah, and I wore my Ivan cardigan every night.
Yeah.
We get there, and I think the first people we ran into were Liz and Leanne from Cocktail Hour at the Coop.
Yeah.
Who are just fun.
They're super fun.
They're really fun.
I'd like to go out for drinks with them soon.
One day we will.
We should go visit their farm.
I know that would be
Arrow Acres,
Arrow Acre Farms.
Yeah.
Yes. So we ran into them, said hi, and then Saturday was a blur.
Totally.
Saturday, there were way more people than there were last year. I would almost say double the amount of people, if not more than that.
Yeah.
From what people have said to us who've attended past Rhinebecks, it was probably more than they remember from 2019. It got really crowded really quick. It was hard to get food. It was hard to shop. It's not the shopping experience that I enjoy. So we didn't actually do much shopping. We didn't do any shopping until 3:30 on Saturday.
But we convinced ourselves that was going to be like Saturday was going to be our day to really just like socialize and meet people that we have seen, like last year, meet new people, just kind of like walk around and like absorb the 40,000.
So yeah, somebody's saying there were 40,000. Scott saying the trees were pea colors.
Oh,
the colors of the trees were
gorgeous.
Beautiful. There's an orange tree. There was this one tree that was just 100% orange, and it was one of the most fantastic trees I've ever seen.
It was absolutely gorgeous. It was so awesome to see people. Like, it was just so awesome to see people on Saturday. We walked into one barn Saturday morning, like Kevin said, and walked
halfway in and out. And
then we tried, I think, a second barn, and that's when we ran into Maddie.
Yeah, we ran into Maddie from We Share Needles podcast, who we were really looking forward to meeting. We were so
looking forward to meeting, and I wish we'd spent more time with them.
Yeah. So we met Maddie. We met Kristen later, which was fantastic. They're just sweethearts. And I agree. I wish we spent more. Anybody, I wish there are a lot of people I wish we had more time to spend with. I kind of wish we could just grab them all up and sit around a fire pit for an entire day and just talk and chat and laugh.
And we would still have like a million things to say to each other. After that.
But yeah, so Saturday was not my favorite shopping experience. We didn't attempt to shop until the crowds died down around 3:30.
Right.
We did spend a good amount of time on the hill where we got to again say hi to a bunch of people. So we ran into Ryan, James, Scott, and Jason, who we met Scott and Jason last year, but we had missed meeting Ryan. So
well, it's funny. It was
to meet him this year.
It was a running joke, I think, because there was another event we went to that he had come to and that we were going to run into him and we didn't.
Really?
I thought so. Maybe not. So Ryan, it was just like a joke that like we kept planning to meet each other and we never did.
I think it was the following Sunday last year. It was Saturday we missed him, and then Sunday we missed him again.
Yeah.
So we got to meet them. We ran into Irina from Fiber Chats.
Can I just say Mike Ryan's sweater?
Oh yeah.
So there were a ton of really cool sweaters and like shawls and all of those, and it was really neat to see like the themes. This year there were a lot of shawlographies from last year. There were a ton of what's Andrew Mowry's Alpenglows. There were a ton of those. Ryan was wearing I wonder if we can find a picture. Ryan was wearing the flax.
Somebody said Uma Thurman was there. Was she really?
She was?
I did not know that.
Nor did I.
Definitely didn't see her then.
Either. Ryan was wearing the flax, right? So flax is probably, I think it's safe to say that it's probably one of the
Bye, Michael.
Bye, Michael. Have a good show.
Yeah, have fun.
Probably one of the first sweaters that a lot of people knit. And it's such a simple pattern and very, very well written. But he added, and this was, I think, his very first sweater that he's ever knit.
Yeah.
And he added just that little stripe to the arm. And I feel like it changed the entire sweater.
Yeah, it's right? So good.
It was
just such a good detail.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, something as simple as that. And that's why I think like you don't have to have a giant color work sweater that you spent, months on making for Rhinebeck, you can have a Rhinebeck cowl or a hat
or
a simple sweater. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But it was super cool. I thought it was super, super cool.
And I think that's one of the fun thing about going to these events is that you see the same thing, but you see different versions of it.
Right.
So it's so inspiring to be around your people and seeing all these different versions that you walk away and you just want to make everything. It was it's such an experience. So even if it's not a Rhinebeck, if you have the opportunity to go to any type of fiber event in your area, just go for the day.
Yeah, totally.
You don't have to buy anything. You just see people and walk away a little more full. Mm-hmm. Like your heart and your soul, you walk away a little more full than when you walked in. So
you just have to take it. You just have to know what you're going for, like what your intentions are, and just make sure that you do that. Some people just wanted to go there and have the food and sit down and knit, and they didn't care about the shopping. Some people wanted to do shopping and they didn't mind fighting the crowds, or they wanted to be in line. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
we were just, we had a conversation, like we wanted just to use Saturday as a day for us to just socialize, say hi, give hugs, meet everybody. And then we knew from our experience last year that Sunday was going to be the bigger shopping day.
So with
that being said,
don't everybody go on Sunday, okay? Because I still need to shop next Sunday.
Same.
Next year on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. There were so many meetups though on the hill. At one point, the hill was just like, there were so many people. And
so I'm gonna just like run through people that we saw that I know. So Chelsea and Sue from Legacy Fiber.
Oh my God, it was so great to meet them.
Love them.
Yeah,
they're
so
from
great to meet them.
Connecticut and Vermont. And we've been following them. I love watching their podcast. They're just super genuine. And Chelsea does some Twitch sometimes.
Oh, look, it's Hens and Chicks. My gosh, we met her. Wait till we show you what she made us. Yes. She did a sorry if I'm yelling. She did a oh shoot, not a display. What's it called?
Wait, where are they?
They should be in that bag.
So
they should be in that other bag.
This one, no.
Yeah, they're not.
No, I don't know where they went. Oh my, maybe in here. All right.
Oh no.
All right, hold on. It may be in that bag over there, actually.
Oh, maybe.
I bet you. So, oh no, got him.
Okay, yeah, sock machine demo. That's what it's called. Okay, sock machine demo. And she was so lovely that she made a whole bunch of.
I have to take this.
Oh, is this the thing?
I don't know.
Well, you tell them that they didn't. All right. Anyway, look what she made. Stop it.
Yeah.
Are these not the most freaking adorable things ever? She made little mittens for everybody. And so we're going to put these on our Christmas tree this year. I think it's so, isn't that cute? So this year at Rhinebeck, and now obviously this is only the second time that we had gone, there were workshops and there were classes that you can sign up for and do. They had one full barn. I think it was barn D or E. I think it's D. I don't think there is an E that had the workshops. And so this is what she did. And she was so nice and so humble. So thank you so much. It was so freaking cute. I love this. So Kevin and I are going to get a sock machine. I'm just kidding. He doesn't know that yet. They're coming at 4. So what time is it now? 3 o'clock. We have an hour to wrap this up.
We should not be going another hour.
Okay. That's famous last words. So we're supposed to have our dishwasher. Did we talk about this?
No,
we're supposed to have a new dishwasher installed today. And they said that they were going to be here by like 1:30. To be done by 1:45 or something bizarre like that, but now can't come until 4.
Correct. 4:15. So
okay.
Okay. So
anyway, Hens and Chicks did this on her sock machine demo. Thought it was super cute.
Yeah. So let's see who else we met. We met Teresa from Pretty Twisted Yarns. She came with Aquila and Johnny Bow. We met Andrea Mowry. We went up.
Oh my gosh, I had.
Can we say can we bother you?
I had
can we
one
just
of those
say hi?
moments.
Jody and Tracy from the Grocery Girls.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were like so many people. There were many people that I saw that I wanted to see or wanted to say hi to, like Jake from
State Farm.
From Kenya. What else? Who else? Adela and her husband, and we saw Gigi. I don't know. And it was just great to have people come up to it. Oh, okay. So we have to do
Yes.
So there are two people that we want to thank or talk about, because this was pretty, I don't know.
I think it was one of those moments that we were talking about in the very beginning of this live, where the connections that we made with you all when you came up to us and gave us a hug, and just that shared that love with us, totally just made us feel so embraced by the community, and like felt like we were on the right path, especially with everything that we were dealing with that weekend. And so Aaron and Kyle, which I tried to if you are watching this, please reach out to us. I tried to find you on Instagram. You're not there. I don't know how else to get in touch with you, but Aaron and Kyle are a couple, and we were going to the car, I don't know, to drop off supplies, or maybe just to take a little bit of a break, because we needed to take a few breaks throughout the weekend. And so we're walking out, and these two people come up to us and introduce themselves, and she they hand me a card and said, congratulations on getting your bachelor's, and that's so exciting for you, and blah, blah, blah. And we were hoping to run into you. And we said, well, we'll be right back. It was right before the hill. So we're just going to go to the car, and then we'll come back in and we'll see you. And so there was a beautiful, it's Teresa. There was a beautiful card, which I feel like I almost like lost it while I was reading the card, but we come back into the hill, and they were one of the first people to come back up to us. And we actually gave out, little party favors, I guess, this time, which was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So we had stickers made, and then we had little buttons that had our logo on it. And so he was wearing the sticker and she was wearing the button, and they came up to us, and we were chatting, and then they had asked about Tarquin. And a lot of you, we didn't want to post anything about Tarquin before the event, the events, but we were trying to be honest when people would come and ask us. And I think they had asked how he was, or how it was going with the sitter.
Yeah.
And so, we told them, and at that moment, I think everything just kind of built up, and it was such an emotional moment for us. I think we both started crying.
Oh, I did.
And, she started crying.
She did.
And then he was so sweet. He put his arm around Kevin, was like patting his back. And just this moment that we shared was just an incredibly beautiful moment, where, I know you sometimes all feel like us, and, we try to know you, but it was this really cool moment that these people who didn't know what was happening, and just shared their love with us. It helped us so much, just feel the love. And I think that was so sweet.
I wanted to thank them for allowing us to, like,
and I'm sorry if we made you uncomfortable.
I know. So, but I wanted to thank them for allowing us to sit with our grief for a moment, and be able to have that outlet. And because I think it allowed us to make it through the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So it was just such a good moment. It was weird because I'm crying in front of people I don't know.
Right.
And afterwards, our friends, you all were amazing, who took, checked on us and took care of us after that. So again, I can't thank you to our friends. I can't say thank you enough, honestly. So
it was really cool. And like, we had a lot of those moments throughout the weekend and on Saturday, and like
Friday and Saturday was the hardest.
Yeah.
I think Sunday we kind of managed it a little bit better.
So Saturday we finished up on the hill. I mean, we had wonderful moments with everybody, like, you know, Kim and Jana, and we met Nitty Witch, which was Vanessa, which and her husband, who had a lovely cabled sweater on. And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it was just great. So if we met you on the hill,
I'm gonna get some more coffee.
I wish I could say thank you and to everybody by name, and I can't, or we'd be here for a really, like, it would just be a marathon. So I would be fine too. So then we did some shopping. So let's go through shopping. One of my intentions for the weekend was I wanted to buy bare naked wools. So bare naked wools is undyed and untreated yarn, and it's all sourced from small, like, artisan mills in the US. Our friends Kim and Kate from Knitting Posse bought some last year. They had knit some sweaters in it, and they are beautiful. So this was both of ours. We had the intention of buying this yarn. Robin, who we've met before, I think at Worldwide Knit in Public Day last year. She met us in Knit New Haven. She gifted us both a pattern that I think's written for this wool. So I'm knitting, I think it's called the house cardigan. No, I'll have to look. I have it on my phone. So I picked up a sweater's quantity of bare naked wool. This is their Stone Soup DK. I bought the color, I think this is granite. Okay, this is granite. So it's a really beautiful dark gray, or medium. I'm going to say medium gray. It's a medium gray. Bob, we're calling you. So yeah, it's a very nice medium gray. You can see there's like tweedy bits in it. It's super, like,
it's like walking over a minefield.
Really
over here.
Soft. It's a beautiful yarn.
It's got everything under the sun in it.
Yeah, so it is
all of the luxurious fibers.
So it's 80% wool, and it's a blend of Rambouillet, Columbia, Lincoln, and Churro. 15% alpaca and llama, and then it's a 5% combination of tencel, bamboo, silk, and bison.
What?
So
if you can feel it, it feels so amazing.
It does. Like, I would love some like fingering weight yarn and do some mitts out of this, because I think this would be stunning in mitts or a hat.
I agree.
Really, really beautiful.
So I also got a sweater's quantity as well in a different color. I got, my color is called, I don't know.
You purchased
Marble. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty?
It's such a beautiful light gray, almost beige. Such, I like literally.
Yeah, so good.
So Yarns by the Bay. This was a one-of-a-kind colorway dyed by Nancy from Trilogy Yarns in her non-superwash base.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, so we both got sweaters quantity from Bare Naked Wool, and then my last purchase, I think, is Into the World. I bought a skein of their Dresden DK, which I've knit a Lyle cap out of, which is one of my favorite hats, if not my favorite. So I wanted another skein of this to knit another one.
Yep.
And this is Vinewood. So it's a really beautiful brownie.
It is really pretty.
Gold color, nice tonality to it. So I'm excited to knit with this. I'm really excited to show you guys this stuff so that we can
start using it.
Use it.
I know all of these have been sitting in the bags, and I've been dying to use some stuff.
So hold on.
I got this is Driftwood. So this is the colorway that I got, which I thought was really cool. This will be a hat.
Also, no, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all we got on Saturday.
Well, no, we got this on
no,
Saturday.
My gosh, you're right.
So Scrappy Angel, or Angel, if you all know, who's a fantastic bag maker, brought a prototype of a new bag that she's working on for everybody in the house, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
And some people also that she ran into at
So look at this fun bag, right?
And you unzipper it, and it turns into this.
And
Isn't that so cool?
With a nice little leather pouch, which has, all right, housemates, it has a D-ring.
Yeah.
Right? Great little pouch. It is a bag box. So what's really, really cool about this, we got back to the house Saturday and we all were showing this.
It is magic.
And we were talking about this and like things that ideas just of like what we saw initially with this. So we're gonna use this a lot and then give her any feedback that we have. But
I'm pretty sure that these are good to go.
So here's what's really cool about this is that there is an opening kind of on either end. So you could put your yarn in and there's enough space here because the zipper's not on the side where you could actually pull your yarn through and use it kind of like a yarn bowl. You could stand it up on the floor like this and it coming out of the top. So your yarn doesn't move around. It's big enough to still fit your project in.
And then like you put, and then when you're done knitting with it, you put your project back inside and zipper it up and you're good to go.
So she also makes, if you guys seen my fox bag, the Erin bag that has the foxes on it, the kind of like medicine bag, doctor bag that pops open. So really, really fantastic. I'm excited because now I get to use it.
I'm so excited about this. And I think like we'll do some testing, obviously, but I'm pretty sure that these are going to be good to go. And I think that these are going to be very popular.
And I think I bought this on Saturday too. Our last purchase Saturday.
You bought more things?
I think this was Saturday because
No.
It was Sunday?
That was Sunday.
Okay. All right. So that was Saturday. So Saturday night, we left at about 4:30. We got back to the house pretty late. It was hard getting out because there's a lot of traffic that time of day.
Yeah.
So we got back to the house around.
Well, we didn't really have intentions of shopping on Saturday. I think we were, but we couldn't not.
Oh, that's a really good question. I'm not sure what they're made of.
Oh, it feels like linen.
So we went back to the house and Susan, who I adore to pieces.
Oh, she is lovely.
Was making, she had like dinner going. We just wanted some. Oh, hey, Caleb.
Hi, Caleb. It was awesome meeting you.
We met Caleb for sure on Friday.
That was Friday?
At Woolman Folk.
Yeah.
So we did chicken fingers and chicken nuggets and French fries.
Yeah, we ate like 5-year-olds, which was
and I'm
exactly
cool with
what we needed.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Hello from France.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? 2 people that we got to meet that we love too is Paula from Mayak Yarns.
Oh my gosh.
And Beth McDonaldstone.
They're both lovely. Everybody was so lovely. Let me tell you who wasn't. No, I'm just kidding. There was nobody.
So we got back to the house. And again, we just hung out and knit and ate and laughed and had a couple drinks. Maybe almost got attacked by a bear, I think, on Saturday night.
It sounded like there was definitely something happening.
Yeah, there was an animal.
We were literally like, our house is in the middle of the woods.
I mean, all of that area is in the middle of the woods for the most part.
Yeah.
So then we made a decision, I think, as a house to get to Rhinebeck Sunday right when it opened.
Yeah.
So Sunday we got there pretty much at 9:00. And we knew that we were going to use this as a shopping day.
Well, also Saturday, Jeff, who's also part of our knit group, who did not join us in the house. He stayed with some other friends. He came over the house, and then Todd Michael Thomas, who's also part of our knit group as well. And we meet up with him all the time, not all the time, but we've met him a few times, which was great. He came back to the house. So we were kind of all together. And one of my favorite pictures is us just like lounging in the living room, knitting or just talking, like, because that was a perfect night for us. Anyway, sorry. Yes. So then Sunday morning we got up and we all made the decision to leave, around 8:30, get there for 9, so we could enjoy a slower, calmer day. And it really was. Yes. I will say there were more people this year on Sunday than last year. I want to say it kind of felt like Saturday last year at some points, but you could get food. I don't think there were the lines. You could touch yarn. You can talk to people. You can talk to the vendors. So it was a much different
experience. There wasn't that chaotic energy that Saturday has.
There wasn't that timing wasn't an issue.
Right.
There were no meetups that we know of anyway. There were no big meetups and classes or anything like that everybody had to rush to. We just really took our time. And I felt like we had much more time to actually talk with people and of course shopping.
So this
is our last day, guys.
I know, this was our last day. This was a lovely day. This was, I think, one of the reasons that you kind of go to Rhinebeck. I really recommend, if you go, stay for the weekend if you can and enjoy the Sunday.
Yeah.
Enjoy the calmness of Sunday.
The pace is different.
It is. Yeah. I think it's a little more, I don't know how to put it, but it's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Being there 2 years in a row. Saturday's my favorite day for being social, and Sunday's my favorite day to enjoy the grounds and enjoy the feeling of fall in New York. It's fantastic.
The weather could not have been more perfect.
So one of the first things we saw, we were walking through one of the barns, and there is.
But keep that Sunday thing a secret.
I know. Don't let it
everybody out. Just all of you.
Yeah,
folks.
Seriously.
Just you guys and us.
Is it too early to ask about next year? Not at all. We're definitely going next year. For sure. We're going to stay for the weekend again.
And Gary, they sell them day by day. So you can buy a ticket for just one day.
Yeah. You can buy tickets there too. So if you go on Saturday and you don't have a ticket for Sunday, you can buy one that day. And it's
you can buy them right there. Yeah.
So as you all know, we are big fans of A Discovery of Witches. Mm-hmm. And we were walking through, and I saw on the bottom shelf these mugs, and I could not say no. This is the first one. So this is Matthew's seal that Diana finds in his drawer when he flies back to London. This next one says,
"These are gorgeous. I want to show you."
With Knot of One, the spell's begun. So this is Diana from book 2, when she finds out that she's a weaver.
Yeah. So these are hand-thrown mugs.
Yes.
They're humongous. We wanted to drink out of them today, but we want to take a picture of them first. So look at the cool swirl at the bottom.
So these are by Pauley Studios.
Yeah. Pawley.
So here's the Weaver one. And then the last one I got, because she only makes 3. I asked if there was a fourth one, out of the boxes, because I would have liked a full set.
I know.
This is Septors.
Aren't they so good?
So Pauley also goes by, I think, playing in mud on Twitch. But literally, I couldn't say no. I mean, there were Star Wars mugs, Spaceball mugs, knitting mugs. So definitely check them out. We will link the website below. Fantastic mugs. Really great. Large mugs. I love these.
Yeah, we can't wait. And I think they were $30 a mug.
Yeah, I mean, they're not inexpensive, but
right. But so worth it, I think. I mean, how fun are these?
So then we went.
Is anybody else's allergies really bad this year?
I know yours are awful this year. This past month.
I know.
So we also on Saturday, we ran into Max and Tanya. So Max Mseer and his cousin Tanya. And it was lovely to see them again. We got photos, but he recommended a yarn to us.
Oh, I'm so happy that he did.
So we went into the booth on Sunday, and this is the same company, I believe, who makes the yarn that he used in his Opus shawl.
He used
Woolcott.
Woolcott.
I feel like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying to y'all.
I think you might be a little.
I might be lying, but whatevs.
It's okay.
So here we go. This is Garthenor Organic Preseli. So it's organic Polworth, Romney, and Hebridean wool. So I
wish that there was touch of vision for Yarny podcasts.
Yeah. So I'm going to I got these 3 colors.
Thank you for validating your allergies, my allergy situation.
This is this one doesn't have a name. This is Gorse, and this is Baked Crimson. So I got 2 skeins of each, and I think I'm going to use them in a shawl. They are.
I want this on my head.
I mean, these are
or
lovely. What's really cool too is we had to pay in like British pounds.
I know. How
they didn't
fun
charge
was
us
that?
in U.S. funds.
No. And so this is them.
Bye, Isabel.
They don't have business cards. They have organic. They're completely organic and sustainable. Like, so their resources and stuff are sustainable. So this paper is even recycled using vegetable-based ink.
Oh, wow.
I know. So this is what they have instead of business cards, which is so cool. So I got this color here, which is absolutely stunning. It's so cool because it's like there's a single ply of that like that blue color in there. You probably can't see.
No, you can.
I'm just covering my eyeballs. So see how like if I pull it out, it's gonna focus on me. No, I lied. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So this is Bevan, Bevan. It's so soft.
Yeah, it's a beautiful yarn. I can't wait to work with it.
Same.
What I really love that we did, with the exception of Into the World and our Woolens and Ash, all of the yarn that we purchased are new to us, dyers or companies.
Except for these. These are not.
Oh. So I also made a purchase from, you're right.
I should have.
From Green Mountain Spinnery. We completely missed them last year. We weren't able to visit their shop during the I-91 shop hop that we did last year as well. So I wanted to find a worsted weight base for sweater. And it's actually quite hard to find. I felt like at Rhinebeck, I didn't feel like I saw a lot of worsted weight. So I came across this and I bought 2 skeins so I could just knit with it and see if I liked it.
It's a beautiful color. You've got a theme going on.
I do this like yellow tones.
Yeah, but this like red too. Like you've got a really fallish palette right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling fall a lot. Yeah. I wonder if it's because fall's here. So I got 2 skeins of this. I just want to work with it and see if it would make a good sweater. It's 100% American wool, 2-ply, so it doesn't list the breeds. So it's not breed specific, but it looks pretty fantastic. And this is called Pine Warbler.
It's really
so
good.
I love that.
It feels so nice.
Yeah.
Like I got 2 skeins as well. Carrie, if she's watching, turn your head away because she didn't like how these were too bland for her. But I really, you know me, I like neutral. So this is a nice like camel color. What's the name of this? Fawn. But I wanted to do another cabled hat. So I think this will look really good. Maybe another antler toque, or there's another cabled hat that somebody just came out with, and I can't remember what it was. But anyway, well, we were running low on time.
Well, I mean, we're fine.
Okay. So really, really cool.
Yeah.
I love how this feels. Me too. I would love a sweater in this. It's actually soft.
And then we, Nicole, we definitely have plans to go there. So during the week will be awesome. So that's good to know. Thank you.
Go where?
Green Mountain Spinnery. During the week, you could take a tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're going this week?
No.
Oh.
No.
So then I walked by Primrose because we were thinking of getting another sweaters quantity of Primrose yarn because
we were so happy with it last year.
Right. The sweaters were gorgeous. Our fingering weight sweaters that we both wore on Saturday were gorgeous. Sunday, we just wore a t-shirt
and a shawl.
T-shirts and shawls.
Yeah.
So I kept walking by this and I really loved the blue.
I think this is a blue.
Gorgeous blue. I wasn't ready for a sweaters quantity. I don't think they really had enough. And there was a little bit. So I got 2 skeins and there's a little bit of a difference. And I'm wondering.
I don't know. Actually, it's a little bit less noticeable here.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
There's definitely some white spots on this skein more than this one. But again, it could just be where it skeined up. But how beautiful is this blue?
It's a really, really
and color. So we promised ourselves that we wouldn't buy single skeins of yarn this year. So I bought 2. And this is a sport weight 3-ply. It's Rose Sport is their base.
We killed it. We didn't do that except for self-striping.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We did really good.
Right. So I think this is really cool. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this yet. It might go into a shawl or a cool cowl.
Yeah.
Maybe into a shawl. This would look really cool in a shawl, like a sport weight shawl or a DK shawl.
I think I have one last thing.
I have a few.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What else did you buy?
Everything else that you did. Oh, then this.
Oh, I have 2 things.
Okay, so do you have anything from here?
Nope.
Utopia was one of the first booths that we walked into. One of the barns. I think it was like right on the right-hand side was one of the first places. And I saw, again, I love kits, but I only bought 2 kits this year, if you don't count the other kits that I bought, the other 2 kits that I bought.
Now I know what you have.
So this is from Utopia. It's a stranded hat set. It's DK. It's a half skein of Helix DK and a half skein of their Sustainable. It's really kind of neat. So I'm going to do a colorwork hat with those. I'm not sure which kind, but I think this would look really cool as the colorwork.
Well, yeah, that would, yeah.
It'll add a little something.
It's got a spin cycle feel to it.
It does.
Or
I'm wondering, this is DK. Is the not Mountain Mist? Tin Can Knits has really cool. I think they have really cool colorwork hat patterns.
I know what.
I can't remember the name of it.
They have a couple. I have one. I think I have one called Tincture.
Yeah, but I think that's really cool. I think it's a really cool
that's
set. So that's from Utopia. And I think I told you
the light just changed. Yeah, our lighting is actually pretty awful, so I apologize. Maybe we can change it once we go. All right, keep going.
It changes when we hold up the different colors.
Yeah.
See?
It got really bright.
Yeah, it picks up the...
But then it gets very dark when nothing's there. Yeah, that's right.
It looks into our souls.
You keep going.
That's it. And then and then these 2, we had the absolute pleasure of meeting the 2 ladies behind Going Gnome, because they were also vendors at Rhinebeck this year. So we were just like walking, and we ran into them, said hello, and they were going to do a demo, and they asked if we could like pop by their booth, afterwards, so that we can have like a chance to say hello. So we did, and I'll show you next week, but I definitely bought a couple of kits that came in the mail. And then I also got these 2 kits, and these were really nice because it was a gift from them, which was really, really, really sweet. So I did get this year's Rhinebeck Gnome. Isn't he cute with the little sheeps? So that's the Rhinebeck Gnome 2022. And then I got these really cute snowy owl babies. So this is needle felting. I have one over here, and I'm pointing over here because this is my knitting setup is like in that corner. So when I'm sitting on the couch to knit, but I'll also do some needle felting while I'm sitting on the couch as well. So I think we're a little blurry.
So somebody asked, where are we sitting? We're actually in our living room so that we can use the TV to read the chat. So it makes it a little bit easier for us. Typically, we're upstairs in our office. So we brought our table and chairs that we normally podcast in down here.
Yeah.
And then, so our last 2 purchases we both made from the same people. This one was in one of the back barns.
Yeah. Do we have the...
It actually says it inside. So this is an interchangeable needle case. Number 1, I love the fabric. Number 2, I love the button.
Same.
I love this pop of orange. And then when you open it up,
hold on, you have we can do them at the same time. Okay. So you have the interchangeable, and I have the circular needle case.
Then you open it up, has the flap, and then it has spots for all of your needles and all of your cords. This is from Crippen. So Crippen.
And we'll have them linked down below.
We'll have it linked below. She was a pleasure.
Oh, Amanda said she bought one too.
Oh, they're so good, guys.
Yeah.
If you are in the market for a needle case, like we love our Delaque one because you could put a ton of stuff in here. I think this is a great, like almost travel size. You get to roll it up into a nice tight little case. And they are very reasonably priced. I want to say this was somewhere within the $40 to $50 range.
I think it was cheaper than that, $30 to $40 range.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it went more than 40.
No, I don't. I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
So we'll say 30 to 50. But I think it's incredibly well made. She had
it's incredibly well made.
Ton of fabrics.
Yeah, and this is the circular one. It's just very similar, but it doesn't have those little pockets. And here has like the double pockets there. You can label them.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I highly recommend this. So definitely check out her shop.
Yeah, it was really good. Now I can use them.
Last but not least, because we need another hobby.
Oh, yes. We do need another hobby.
Drop spindles, because they were beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Look at these.
I know. They are gorgeous.
Naughty Knitting Sacks in the house. And mine is from True Creations.
And mine is from the Dragonfly Workshop. They were sold at the same place.
Yours is so awesome. I love the wood on yours.
Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
It's gorgeous. Like, they're really gorgeous.
Now, these were not cheap. This one, I think, was $60.
Yeah, they're
not cheap, but
they're made well.
I know. So, somebody got a whole... Jeanette, you did better than me getting just drop spindles. I fell for a whole wheel. We had to like rip Michael from Piece for Piece away from like look at no, these are really great. So now we can use them.
Yeah.
I've been dying to just sit there and and spin.
Hey, Buttercup.
We got drop spindles like 6 years ago. Oh, it was wonderful meeting him.
Yeah, we got to meet Jesus. You guys had matching sweaters, different colors, but same pattern.
Yeah, we took twinsy. We took a twinsy picture. So yeah, we got Kevin. You're gonna do some roving?
I don't know.
No,
who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
This was our very last purchase.
It was
on Sunday at Rhinebeck.
Yes.
Because we actually ended up making plans with Jody and Tracy, to have from the Grocery Girls within their friend Amber to go and have brunch. Well, lunch.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that the restaurant was hello, my buttercup. We didn't realize that the restaurant was had brunch. But anyway, we took Michael with us from Piece for Piece. So the three of us and the three of them, we had a lovely brunch. We laughed. Honestly, all of a sudden it was like, okay, well, I guess that's it. And then like I felt like, oh, that was quick. It was freaking 2 hours.
Yeah.
We had a 2-hour brunch and we just chatted.
We went to a beautiful restaurant that was about 7 minutes from the fairgrounds. It was called the Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Really, really, really great. We went upstairs, and their menu was fantastic. They had delicious like soups and salads and burgers.
Yeah, I had a fancy burger.
You did.
It was really fancy. I don't know what kind of cheese it even had on it.
Michael and I had sausage and biscuits, like, gravy and biscuits.
And I said like, okay, great. Because I was torn between the burger and then the sausage and the biscuits and gravy. And I said, okay, well, if you're going to get that, then I'll have a bite of that. These MFers finished their meals so fast, like down to like licking the plate almost.
Seriously, that was some of the best.
I was like, well,
biscuits.
thanks for saving me a bite.
I love biscuits and gravy.
I know.
We make it here.
We do.
It's
so good.
One of my
with
favorite comfort meals.
Sausage gravy.
I don't know actually.
I don't know. It was really a good time. At times very inappropriate, of course. It was, you meet people and it's everybody and it's anybody. Like you just meet somebody and we had so many moments where we just clicked with people, I think, this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And on our way out, I'm sorry, it was before brunch. On our way out Sunday, we ran into Megs & Co.
Oh, yeah.
And her partner,
Todd, has Todd's Turds. So this has like a QR code and you just like drop down somewhere and you scan the QR code and then it shows like where this traveled. So like she's such a good sport. She came up and she was like giving us this. I was like, wait,
are you giving us
so
poop?
You just gave us a pile of shit? And she And it was fantastic to meet her. We got a row 1 mini set from her so row 1 minis.
Yeah, she was one of the featured dyers.
And Ray used her yarn and the baby blanket for our new niece Riley.
Right.
So it was really, really cool.
It was really neat to meet her. And you know, Kim, that's a great idea. Kim says, I need to take a bite when it's served so that at least I can get that bite. So I should take the bite first.
All right. There you go.
Next time.
Oh, Michelle went to dinner at
good.
Amsterdam. Fantastic restaurant. So if you're in that area, definitely check them out. So then after brunch, we went grocery shop. We'll just picked up some beer and some stuff from the grocery store, went back to the house, and we reheated any food that was left over.
Yeah, we wanted to clear out the leftovers.
The fridge.
Because throughout the week, everybody, like, there were chips and pretzels, and Lucy made homemade from scratch orange and apple
orange and cranberry
muffins from scratch with real fruit.
Yeah. So we had all this left over. We cooked it. Yeah. We sat around the fire pit for a couple hours and we laughed and ate good food. And we just hung out with friends and we went to bed. And then Monday morning we woke up and it was time to say goodbye to our new family.
Yeah.
And we all cried.
We did cry. We cried. And we
my God, I cried like a bubbling fool, y'all.
Yeah. It was, gosh, I just can't describe what a cool experience it was. It was exactly what Kevin and I needed.
Yeah.
On so many different levels. And so, we definitely cried. We took Carrie and Rob. We took Rob to the train station. We drove Carrie to our friend Todd's house to then drive her to the airport. Carrie's crying now. We had knit night this Thursday, and it was so nice to see everybody's faces again. I feel like there was not that there was a barrier at all, but it was like that last layer fell away.
Yeah.
And so
it was just different. It was a good different
because we had met in person.
I told them all when we were in the house, like, we know them, like we've been knitting for 2.5 years, but I walked away from that weekend and I felt that I just knew them that much more in a weird way. It was pretty damn special.
It was.
They're an amazing group of individuals.
Yeah.
And I love them all to pieces.
Same. So,
and then we came home and life's back to normal.
Well, we're trying to find normal. Yeah, it's sad. So, I think Sally says that Hudson and West has some really nice cable hat patterns and some sweaters. I actually have that yarn. I'm looking at the hat right now. My first brioche hat was made with Hudson and West.
Oh yeah, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was lovely to knit with. Yeah.
Oh, one last thing we'll show.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to show this. So it was really sweet. Nancy from Trilogy Yarns pulled us aside one day, and she's like, "I have something for you, but I don't know if you guys want this." The owner of one of her local stores, Heart to Heart Fibers, sent her something for us. So she asked and we said, absolutely, we want this. And it is a stitch marker of a Yorkie. Oops.
So we each got one.
So we each got a stitch marker of a Yorkie.
Yeah.
That we brought home with us. So that was pretty awesome to get.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That is just a fantastic way to remember that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's everything, y'all.
I think so too. So
if we forgot to,
which we probably, I feel like we forgot everything because it's impossible to find the words. It's impossible to tell every story. It's just, I'm sure we'll be talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks and months to come.
So there is one story that was really great. So Saturday night in the house, there's this drawer in the house and it's not going to make a lot of sense, right? But it made a farting noise. And I think it was actually I don't even know if it was in the morning. I don't know when, but
it was at night.
It was one of the best laughs I've had in my entire life. I mean, it was Carrie, Chip, myself, and me, and I think Bob. I don't remember who else was there, but I was on the floor, like literally on the floor, laying down because I couldn't stand up. We were laughing so hard.
I think it was because
it will be one of my favorite memories forever.
Yeah. All of a sudden, so I wasn't involved. We were a group of us were sitting in the house was beautifully like set up as well. So like we had the kitchen was kind of like in the middle of everything. It was large, and then next to the kitchen was like a dining area with like 2 gigantic dining room tables. I think they're like crafting tables probably for people, but we kind of congregated there a lot, especially around dinner time. And so a bunch of us were sitting in there, and then next thing you know, you hear laughing, and that's okay, that's fine. And then there was just chaos. And I think somebody, I don't remember who it was like, we need to go check on these people. And like, then we all get up and look, and like somebody's on the floor. Carrie's on her way to the bathroom. Like everybody was hysterical.
It was the best, one of the best moments ever. Yeah, so I will cherish that one. I tried to record the sound, but I can't really get it to work so well. Yeah. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were many stories, many laughs. There were tears. And I left that weekend just full.
Yeah, I was full too.
Filled my heart and my soul. It was everything that I hoped it would be and more. So anybody who was a part of it, whether it was Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I just want to thank you all so much.
Yeah.
You are some special human beings out there. And the weekend would not have been what it was without you guys.
Yeah. We still talk every day. We've been talking about it, and it's like, remember we met them, and it was so nice to see them. And
I love seeing the pictures on Instagram. And
yeah,
I really wish we could personally thank everybody that we met that weekend. But just know that it meant a lot. So I'm really glad we got to go.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So we will wrap this up, and we will be back next weekend with a regular podcast where we will show you what we've been working on, what we've been knitting. I have one FO already. I have a hoe. I
know you've been productive. I
have one whip. So
I have lots of whips. There's some more acquisitions.
Yeah, that came prior to.
There's also an acquisition on its way that Kevin may have ordered the day we got back.
I know. I shop when I'm shop when I am not in the best of spirits.
Yeah.
So I've actually made several purchases, even not yarn related, just stuff in the house.
Oh, you should always say hi. It's okay.
We understand the fangirl thing because we did it this year.
We totally did.
But at the end of the day, none of us are knit celebrities. We're just knitters, and we just happen to document it for you guys. So always say, feel free to come up and say hi if you see us.
Or just wave if you're not comfortable. Yeah. It's totally, we totally get all levels of social anxieties or whatever. Totally.
Oh my gosh. All the time.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're saying goodbye again. I hate saying goodbye to people.
I don't like saying goodbye.
We're going to another fiber festival
in 2 weeks.
It's the New England Fiber Festival.
In Massachusetts.
Yes. In Mass. So if you're in the area and you are going there, we'll talk about it one more time next week, probably.
Yeah.
Right. But I just want to do this forever. I just want to meet people every single day.
I know. Yeah. It's at the
by the Big E. Mm-hmm.
So we'll be there on the 5th.
All right. So we got rid of a bunch of stuff in our stash, and now we fill them back up again. So,
all right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Have a good weekend. See y'all later.
Bye.
End stream.